Hey everybody, welcome back to our neck of the woods. So today's video, or in this entire video, I don't know how long it's gonna be, but tomorrow morning we have the county electrical inspector coming out, and this is gonna be electrical inspection number 3. And basically we're just trying to get the house tidied up tonight. Not 100% done, but we'll go inside and I'll tell you what we got going on, and hopefully we get a good pass tomorrow. So hopefully we'll get 2 videos out to you guys actually pretty soon, because our gutters showed up. We picked up more lumber for the basement, so I can get to finishing out the bunker video down in the basement. I can finish out the gutter video hopefully within the next week or so, because it's going to take a little bit of time to put all those on. And when I get the lift out here to put the gutters on, I'm also going to obviously finish out the roof on this side, the front porch, and just do it all at once while I have the lift. But again, for this video right now, we're just trying to finish out all the electric. So if you come inside, there's a few things that we've got to button up before tomorrow morning when he gets out here. Again, hopefully we pass and it's easy. So the electric is not 100% done. I just want to do the same thing that I did out in the garage when he comes on out, and that is give me a go ahead that everything behind, like where the drywall will be, looks good and I can go ahead and button it up. The main goal here really is I want to start getting the drywall on the ceiling. I don't really care about the walls. The sooner I can get the drywall on the ceiling, I can go ahead and insulate kind of back in between there, start sealing around all of the light fixtures and where any penetration points are coming through, any of the walls. Like for example, right here, wires coming down from the ceiling. We've got insulation both going up and down on that piece of 2x4. So those wires are completely sealed. And then hopefully this inside of here, like, it's really hot and muggy. The sooner I can get the drywall on the ceiling, the sooner I can kind of get this place more buttoned up, put some insulation up in there, and then hopefully it starts getting cool in here as it is like in the garage. And again, right now the garage is like cold. You don't even like really feel like you need an AC out there. So as long as he's comfortable with the inspection, again, looking at all the wires up in there, and gives me the go ahead, that's just one step closer to getting drywall done. The only other thing, I think we just have to finish out the fireplace framing wise, and then I can get a framing inspection done, and then we're pretty much all buttoned up here. The only thing that I would then have left to do that won't be 100% completed on drywall is I don't have any plumbing done. So for example, in the mud room right here, or in the laundry room, we'll just go ahead and leave like this stud bay, or this stud bay will be exposed, and that is where the water and stuff will go down in. So drywall won't go on that stud bay right there. So that way the plumbing inspector can do all of the drain line and the water line going into there. And that will be the same thing with like the bathroom. We'll only be doing sort of parts of the bathroom and everything with drywall and everything wherever plumbing is not going. But yeah, what do you guys think so far? We've got I think we only need 3 more lights total. And with everything turned on, it is actually very bright in here. A lot better than what I was thinking it was going to be. We've got bathroom lights to do tonight. We've got bathroom fan lights to do, or fan combo slash whatever they're gonna come, whatever we purchase. But we got our chandelier installed. I don't know how well that comes across, but it's a cool little thing. Erin picked it out. She wants me to drop it down a little bit lower. There's plenty of wire in there to do so, but it's a kind of brown fixture with a brass insert, triangle looking thing. 4 little bulbs, same thing that we used out on the sconces out on the garage. I think she wants to swap those out though and put something else in there. But that's one that I got done. I got that half bath. That will be done tonight to actually have wires the wires run to actually be able to turn on. And then the only other lights we're missing in here is I think Aaron still wants 2 pendant lights that will come down from that wire source. And I don't know if they're gonna be 2 pendants or like a single wire comes down and then splits into like a long, kind of elongated type thing over top of the island. So that will not be done yet, but at least the electrician can see that they're wired and ready to go. That one, maybe not too official, unlike this one that actually has a wired box ready to go for a chandelier to go down over the dining room table. So we only need 2 or 3 lights, depending on what Aaron actually wants to go over the island. But that's it. Everything right now is turned on. The wiring up in here for this box will probably just be a ceiling fan, no light in it. But that's all wired up and ready to go to a 3-way. So again, tonight I'm just gonna go ahead and knock out this bathroom, knock out this bathroom. The bathroom lights for the master bath are not in, but again, we'll wire them up so at least the electrician can pass and see where they're going through all the 2x4s. And then again, hopefully fingers crossed, same thing happens. He says, yeah, go ahead and drywall in these certain areas. I've approved this, but I got to come back out and approve more at a later time. And trust me, there's a lot more electric that he has to come out and approve for a later time. If we come into the box real quick, we are quickly filling up. I knew this was gonna happen. Mentioned this in another video of just how few spots we have left. So for example, all of these aren't 100% wired up yet, but we've got the well pump coming. We've got the basement AC, the first floor mini split AC, the garage mini split will obviously be on its own separate panel, which is what this guy is right here. We've got basement outlets, we've got bedroom basement outlets, the actual basement outlets. I'm gonna tie the vault into the gym, so those will be on a 10 outlet, 1 circuit there. And then we don't have too much left. We've got bedroom and bathroom lights. That's gonna take up these 2 right here. And then we've only got 5 left. Off the top of my head right now, I can't think what those 5 will be, but we're going to basically use those up probably, depending on how many outlets we actually have. But like I said before, the wiring or the lights down here in the basement, besides the bedrooms or the basement bathroom, that has to be on its own circuit. But since again, you can put as many 120 lights as you want on a single 15 amp circuit if you use all LED, we pretty much could do the entire bedroom in lights on 1 circuit. So I may connect the bedrooms together, or I may connect them into the circuit that's already being run. And what I quickly ran the other day was just a light down here at the bottom of the stairs. We're gonna change that light switch out and put it on a dimmer. So when you're down here, like watching a movie or something, that light there can dim all the way down. Above the bar can dim all the way down. And then if you came down here in the basement and you had to go into the gym or into the utility room, that light over there is going above the gym door. But as you're sitting here on the couch watching a movie, that light, again, you can dim it all the way down. Again, if you still need to go get a drink behind the bar and then come back and watch the movie, that light's not gonna bother you if you dim it all the way down. So those 3 are kinda on a single switch right here, and that's all that's gonna be. But then this switch over here, when I turn it on, we're gonna have like probably 20 lights or however many you need in a basement to fully light up the actual bar, the entertainment, games or something that we put in over there, like a skee ball or whatever we want to put down here. We need a lot of light, so that's what that second switch is for that I did the other day. And the only other thing we'll have to do is those bedrooms and bathroom at a later time, but he doesn't need to inspect, I don't think, anything down in here because we're not anywhere close to being on a drywall stage. So again, for tonight, we're just finishing out the 2 bathrooms, outlets, lights, and fans, and then we should be good for inspection. And hopefully, again, he gives us the go-ahead and we can start drywalling up here. All right, about an hour later, I think I am done. I'm ready for inspection. The only thing Aaron and I still have to purchase, so for example, the half bath over here, we've got lights already installed, hooked up to a switch. I am gonna swap this switch out though for a fan light combo. So right now it's just a regular one, obviously. But the second wire going up there, right above our head, that is the fan light. So we still have to decide what type of fan we want. Obviously you don't need one really big since this is only like 4 foot by 6 foot, so not that much that's needed to pull that out of there. And then we need the same thing for the master. Erin still hasn't decided what sconces she's gonna do above the 2 sinks that we're gonna put over here. So right now that wire is just sitting there, not connected to anything, but same thing, we've got lights. We've got right above, kind of almost above where the shower is gonna go, we've got the fan over there, and we're gonna need a much more powerful fan in here because this is a pretty good 10 foot by 15 bathroom with almost 11 foot ceilings, so you need a lot of CFMs to pull the air out of here. But this box is hot. It is coming over from the light switch over there, which I think I'm gonna swap this one out too for a dimmable. So that way when you're actually taking a shower, you can dim the light down real low or completely off, depending on what type of ambiance you want. So yeah, we'll swap that one out later. But again, I think we've got everything done. All of the outlets up here are 100% done. We just need 2 ceiling fans, sconces for the back wall, but I think the electrician from the county they don't have to see everything done. They just need to see the wires run. And the only thing I think I'm gonna get tagged on tomorrow before I drywall, I did buy some of those plates so that you don't drill in and hit a wire. Well, right here, every time you have to go through a corner into the ICF, you get real close with the wire as it kind of goes through there at an angle. So I guarantee he's gonna want me to put a plate there, and any other where when I put drywall against that wall, that's gonna happen. And I bought like, I don't know, 5 or 6 plates the other day thinking that was gonna be enough, and it wasn't. So that's what I'm talking about, drill plates. So you can't put a drywall screw through there and hit the wire. And I've got a few of them, like I said, throughout the place. So I'll have to go purchase maybe 5 or 6 more. But if he says, just make sure you go ahead and do those without actually having to see it, because sometimes they are a little lenient like that, that's awesome for me. And let's face it, I will put a plate there because I don't feel like killing myself if I put a drywall through, screw through the wire. So yeah, I think we're good. We're ready to go. What do you guys think? Is that enough light in here? Granted, we're gonna still have to put up walls, which is obviously gonna shut things off, but I don't know. I think we've made some good choices so far. So I'll see you guys back tomorrow morning during or after inspection. And again, fingers crossed, all goes well. Well, it's almost 3 o'clock and inspector just left. He was here for maybe 2.5 minutes. He thought he was showing up for a final inspection, and like I had told the lady over the phone last time, we're just looking for an inspection so that we can go ahead and drywall, kind of like what they did on the garage. So real quick though, today we started finishing out the porch. We had bought some lumber yesterday, so we started bolting our lower deck on. So now you guys can finally understand what I'm talking about. That stair tread is not going there. That's going to be basically in the middle of here. As you come on down, we're gonna make it about 6 foot wide, and then you'll come on down to this lower deck, and then we just got some screws real quick into back over here. That is gonna be the same height deck all the way across there. So that window will be a little bit easy to get up and in, and hopefully so will the front door once the deck is kind of put together with all the trusses. But that window there, that's probably now gonna be the most difficult, because you can see you're at 6 foot just to get up there, and we've got to get that window, at least up to our belly that we're standing on something to set it up onto that ledge. So that's gonna be a little bit more tricky. But anyway, as for the inspector, different guy this time. Again, he thought he was coming in for a final, and he just kind of looked around and he made 2 comments that stick out in my head right now. One was he didn't know what the walls were made of. Told him, it's ICF, this is kind of how it works, and how you use it. He pointed out, like right here, he's like, this wire should be more like 1.5 inches back as it's coming down this curve right here. And I go, yes, I 100% agree with you on that. It's a little tight in there, but you physically can't put a screw right here, because right here is a reinforcement strap and right here is a reinforcement strap. So you put your screws here. There's really no plates or anything that you can put in an ICF really that I have seen to not allow you to drill through there. So you just kind of have to take measurement, as if you take a piece of drywall and you set it here. Obviously, if your drywall only comes to about here, you can still see this line continues on here, so you can have a rough idea measurement. You know, screw up here, screw down here, don't screw anywhere near this. And he just kind of shook his head and was like, oh, okay. Then we walked over, he questioned like if this was a final inspection. This box is obviously not done, there's no light in it right now. But he's like, you need to have your ground wire connected because that's a metal box. And I go, oh yeah, I know. I just don't know what point in time you want to see the ground wire tied up to the box with no light fixture. Because, for example, the chandelier up front, that's already done and installed. So he just kind of has to take my word on that one. And he didn't ask me to pull it down and look at it to see that the ground wire is attached to the metal box up in there. I mean, and same goes for everything. We've got metal box holder here for the fan, and I think we use the metal box holder. Yeah, we use the same $10 thing for that light up in there. So, I mean, he didn't ask me to pull those down, so is he just taking my word that the ground is attached to the box? I don't know. And then the only other thing that he mentioned was, he's like, where's your smoke detectors? And I don't even think have talked about this yet. The smoke detectors that we're going with is from a company, I do not know off the top of my head, I'll post it right here up above. But it's a wireless smoke detector system. You can have up to 25 smoke detectors on one system, and it will go to your app. They can all communicate with each other. So game plan for that is we're probably gonna put one out in the garage, and then obviously one in basically every room. So one in the laundry room, one in the kitchen, one in the bedroom, probably one in the closet, I guess. I mean, there's going to be at least 7 or 8 smoke detectors in here on the first floor alone. So hopefully the garage one will be able to get through the concrete wall and we'll be able to communicate. That way, if there's a fire out in the garage, we have no idea. That smoke detector goes off and it tells all the other ones to go off. So now you're jumping up, looking around, you know, where the hell's the fire going on? And then of course there's going to be, you know, 4, 5, 6 more down into the basement, along with, I think we're gonna do CO2 detectors also. So there'll be one in the kitchen, probably one of those in the garage also, although maybe not because car fumes would set it off. I'll have to look what people do in garages, but one down in the utility room because that's where the hot water tank's gonna go, and probably one in above the fireplace too. So that way you've got carbon monoxide at every spot that gas is. So gas fireplace, gas range, and gas down in the utility room. And there should really only be 3 carbon monoxide detectors, and then everything else, we can do fire. But like I said, there was 2.5 minutes just kind of looking at everything, and he had mentioned twice that the other inspector had already looked at the walls, but I had told him twice, no, he only looked at the garage. I don't know, don't feel too confident that that inspection was high class, top dollar, but we didn't pay for it. It was already paid for when we you know, got all of our permits done. And me and my father-in-law, we know what we're doing, I think, with electricity by this time. Everything where I'm still going to go buy wall plates so that we don't screw in where I had mentioned yesterday. We're still going to ground all of the boxes. I mean, we're still going to do everything, you know, 100%. I'm not taking a chance with my own house. So as far as I know, everything is done top notch, and we'll have to see what this final inspection will be. But we're approved on drywall, guys. So right now, technically, if I wanted any place where we're not going to have a vent pipe going up for plumbing, like I think I mentioned this last night, we'll leave like this particular cavity right here open, and I won't drywall that. But technically, we've got the go-ahead now to drywall the entire house. So I don't know when that will be. I don't think drywall is crazy expensive, but we've got to have one hell of a drywall like lift, especially to get up in here. I will probably go ahead and do at least all of the perimeter around first. And I probably won't even use 4x8 sheets for that. I'll probably just use like 2-footers. And that's just because I want to be able to get back behind there in any of the corners. And when you're 4 foot, at least for right here, that's going to be hard to get foam and stuff back in and get some insulation and stuff back in there. But 4 foot's not bad for when the ceilings are flat on the common trusses, because you can stand on the trusses obviously and see all the way back in there. But yeah, let's wrap up here. We got an inspection, another one done, and we'll see again for the final electrical inspection. Don't know if we install the lights, how again, he's gonna see the boxes, but that is awesome. That is one thing out of the way. We can go ahead and drywall, and we're gonna get back to working on the decks and everything. And we've got our gutters, so we're going, guys. We've got some stuff to do here. So we'll see you guys next time. And I don't know, there's not too much to like on the video except for just a quick update that we got approved. But if you like it, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're not already, and we'll see you next time.